I can hear you.
Aye, Captain. Oh, and welcome back to the Wicket Train podcast. Yes, I did say in the last podcast that we wouldn't be gone as long. I lied, and that's on us. We have come back though for the last round of the AFL season. I'm joined by two handsome fellas in
Oh,
Vass to my left of screen on my POV. Probably not. Yeah, how you going, mate?
You're doing good, mate. Obviously we have been away for a while, but it's good to be back. Doing the tips for the last round of the season, so should be good.
And we have got Josh. How's it going, mate?
good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, doing well, mate. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because you'll get very mad at me.
Yeah. Hey,
But we
better think
start,
twice.
we start with a game that could decide the last spot in the eight. I don't think so. I reckon both teams are pretty out of it. I'm pretty sure, and that's Melbourne Collingwood.
Um,
You,
I
you
think
go
it
next.
should be a good game. Where's it at? Sorry, we are
It's at the MCG.
at the MCG. I think it's too far for the Pies still, from memory, but I think the Pies will still win. They've found a little bit of form, like good win last week, so. Found a little bit of form, but I still think they're too far out to make the finals. So I think they'll get up, but they're out of the finals.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I think Collingwood are out of finals, so take a miracle for them to get in. Melbourne played really good footy last week against Gold Coast, and Collingwood was really good against the Lions. So it's a tough one, but I'm gonna say Collingwood win, and they'll win, I reckon, by 20 points, 25 points, around that. I reckon they'll just, yeah, kick away. And they should win comfortably.
Look, there is not much in this game. You think you're round 24, you're outside finals. Who cares? Um, in doing so, I've hated watching the Collingwood Football Club over the last month and the side they keep picking. I'm sorry, as much as I love him, how is Mason Cox getting a game? He's got
Do they need?
no marking ability, no foot skills, no hand skills. How does he get picked?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like
And
watching
we've
it,
got
like
Just a
Darcy.
tall bloke. It's just a tall bloke.
he genuinely looks confused out there.
Yeah,
It baffles me watching him play when he like marks it and he's like looking him in the field just like lost.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
You're
mean,
right.
yeah,
It's a bit of a weird one.
don't get it.
I guess they need to
Dacos,
try some things.
it's not him. I'll tell you now, it's not him. Look,
Who is it then?
Angus Thompson. Look. Besides that, I mean, Pendlebury's had a great year. I think Darcy Cameron's had a great year as well for his level. Dacos has done Dacos things. And look, Melbourne are going to collapse this offseason. I'll call it now. And this could be the last chance they have to play a good game of footy. But they won't win. I've got Collingwood by about 3 goals, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, this will probably be the biggest blowout of the year. Geelong Eagles.
Pretty straightforward. Geelong by 10 plus, I reckon.
Is that points or like goals?
Goals.
Ah,
10
cool.
plus goals.
Yeah, I'm similar. I think we should comfortably win. I don't think I should be worried, but um, nice little percentage boost to finish the season. Um, yeah, I don't think we can jump any of the Giants, Port Adelaide if they win. So we could maybe jump the Giants, but I think I'd rather play this at the moment the Swans at the SCG rather than Port Adelaide in a qualifying. So yeah, I think I'm kind of happy where we're at the moment. Like obviously losing last week wasn't ideal. And maybe we could have got that home final if we did win, but look, it's not the end of the world. I'm happy with where we're at. Like a top four finish is excellent after coming off a season where we didn't play finals and the kind of the amount of youth we've got in over the last few years, like it's been really good. But one player that cannot be there, Oliver Henry. Oh my goodness. Watching
Great with
you
that.
like that, Vass?
I like that a lot. I
Oh my
really
God.
like that a
Watching
lot.
him play is like, oh, like you don't need to mark the footy 100 times, like 10 times and kick 5 goals. I don't want that. Like he played on Callum Wilkie last week and he just let him mark the footy. There was no contest. There was no bringing it to ground. There was no like, obviously he's St Kilda's best defender. Like give us a contest and take him out of the game. Be smart about something. Don't just, he let him mark it so many times. It was a bit ridiculous to watch in the end, but yeah, I think he needs to go.
Um, Look, Geelong's gonna win by a straight. I'm very concerned they lost last week, by the way. How do you have a St Kilda lineup when you're up 30 at the half and you go down by the amount you did? I'm sorry.
Mm,
The Brent, like, first half of footy, that was the best brand of footy I've seen in the whole year from the Geelong Football Club.
yeah.
Why are we not playing that for 4 quarters? What are we doing? Look, I also don't know what Chris Scott's doing with his team. Every week, there's a new bloke getting dropped for no reason.
Mm,
Um, Look, I think Jed Hughes came in for one game, played well, got
mm,
dropped again.
yeah.
How is how is Mullen playing over Jed Hughes? Is my question.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And Buse is kind of proven in the league as well and can do roles and can do. I think Mullen, he's been seen in that like tagging role earlier on in the season, but I think just we've got Mark O'Connor to do that, and I think he's injured at the moment. But if we can get him right for finals, like I think Mullen needs to go.
Oh yeah, I just don't think Mullen's that good. I don't rate him as a footballer.
I need to.
Um, is what it is. Look, get him off my lineup.
Oh,
Get like, there's no spot for him. Bring in Jed Hughes as an actual one-on-one back,
yeah,
and then that helps out Jack Henry, who's had a
yeah,
tough year.
yeah,
Uh, I don't know. They'll win by 10 goals, but and just call it a day.
yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully get enough percentage to come away with the win. And then we go to the battle of Damien Hardwick's old team versus Damien Hardwick's new team at MCG.
Yep. I think this could be a game that the Tigers just like I said, obviously their last game for the season, definitely the worst list in the AFL. But I think they'll just come out guns blazing, like looking at I don't know, is there a point to prove? Probably not. But if there is a slight point to prove, they'll come out and prove it. I don't reckon they'll win, but I reckon it'll come close. I have the Suns winning by about 9 points, but I think it won't be a bad game to watch if the Tigers show up, which I think they will.
Oh, a bit of an upset. I'm going to go with Richmond. I feel like obviously because their list is changing a lot. Obviously, Grimes retiring, Dusty retiring, all the Rioli's and Boltons won trades at the end of the year and all that. I reckon it's going to be a new era for Richmond, and I reckon they'll end their sort of 2017 to 2024 era with a win and send off, Dusty and Grimes with a win as they retire, and then obviously Rioli and Baker and all that before they leave. Get a nice big win. I reckon it will be good for them and it will be good for the Tigers fans. And yeah, I reckon Richmond probably get up by about 15 points. I reckon they'll kick away and they'll get a nice win to end the season.
Look, I was having a look at the ladder. If Richmond win, North lose, Richmond can jump to 17th. Now, I don't know, I forget how the first pick goes, but I swear the pick goes always to 18.
Yeah, it does.
Did Richmond just not just tank it and get the first pick? I'm sorry.
You'd think so.
Like, surely Richmond just play smart, take it, pick up a good kid, and not give North Melbourne another first pick. Oh my God. They don't need any more top five picks. They have them and keep burning
They
them.
not. They do not
Yeah,
need another first round
Oh
pick.
my God. How many first round picks they had? You got to think Horn Francis, McKercher, She's like, oh my God.
Sheasel, Dersma.
They don't need another one. They don't need another
Yeah,
one.
there's been plenty. But yeah,
So
same. You go.
no, you go.
Well, same thing happened last year. Um, North Melbourne were 18th coming in around 24. They played the Gold Coast down in Tassie, and I think Larky kicked like 10 or something, or like he kicked a bag, and then that put him to 17. And you think like, why would you do that? You had Harley Reid in your hands.
Yeah.
Look, McKercher's a great player, but I think,
He's
oh
no Reid.
no, he's at the moment. Well, yeah, he's no like X factor like Reid. So
North Melbourne would have finished 15th with Reid.
really,
I reckon they would have won. What do they win this year? 3 games? They would have won 7 games.
do
Seven
you
or eight
reckon?
games. Yeah.
Reed.
Well, you look at that midfield, Luke Davies Jr., Sheasel, Reid.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Some good bowl winners in that team.
Yeah.
And you're
We
kicking,
would have gotten that win against Collingwood,
yeah, you got to
I
think
reckon.
if you had Reid, they would have won all their close games they lost.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Mm.
Nonetheless, it's the reason why I see Richmond tanking this game to get the number one pick, even though this draft class isn't that great. There's no real standouts is what I've heard of, as there normally is. But you just still
Mm.
want that first pick, I reckon. And
I
that's
think there's
why
yeah, I
there's
think there's
definitely
probably
talent.
yeah, there's talent. I think there's about five teams that five players that could probably go one. It sounds like, and they're all pretty good like mids. It's kind of just like whoever's first pick it is. It's like kind of what play kind of suits your style a bit. But yeah, it's pick one will just be what do we need? I think rather than probably just best player.
I think they surely need a mid,
Yeah, who's that? North
Richmond.
Melbourne. Yeah, the Richmond need. They need that care package now probably more than North did last year, just because their list is so like bare.
Do Richmond get a mid or they get a forward? Because you got to think their midfield when fit is Hopper and
Yeah,
Taranto. Their forward
yeah,
line when fit is just Lynch because Bolton's going to go, Riola's going to go.
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna
Yep.
be interesting. I think you have to go mid. Like you can't bank on a forward.
I think you just can't pass up. Anyways, Collingwood, not Collingwood, Gold Coast will win by about 12-ish as well. I just see Richmond putting up a fight, but purposely tanking the game, as they should.
Hmm.
Oh, and the battle of the Tassie teams. Something that's been exciting to watch over the last month into Hawk Bowl versus North Melbourne.
Yeah, Hawk Ball's getting up. Fucking best team to watch at the moment, I reckon. They'll continue the momentum in the finals, and it'll be good to see how they go in finals. Hopefully, they can go all the way.
I'm seeing a sneaky 2016 Bulldog story about this Hawthorn team.
Oh, I don't mind that shout to be honest.
Nah, I think it's a good shout.
They're playing some good footy. They've finished seventh. You finish seventh. You're not expecting a lot. They'll go in, win the first final, play a top four team, could even win that. Like, oh, you have to win twice, and then it's just like, well, here we go. You're gonna build form and then go all the way.
I think they're a little bit too inexperienced. Like there's a few. Most of their team hasn't really played on that big stage before, and I feel like that's kind of a thing that worries me. Like obviously they've played in like big games, Collingwoods, your Carltons and stuff, but I think finals and everything's a bit of a different um, story. And at the moment, their game style is speed, and I think that speed in finals that probably catches up to you a bit, just because everyone kind of like lifts a bit, and they're like, shit, like we got to lift, lads, and you know, pressure's kind of on from everywhere. So I reckon that might like equalise that speed that Hawthorn play with, and maybe I don't know. Look, I don't really like Hawthorn at all, but they're playing such good footy at the moment. It's like hard not to like them almost. Even their TikTok page, I'm loving every time I swipe and see Hawthorn. Mate, it's
Good
a joy to
page.
watch. It's a joy
It
to
is an
watch.
elite page.
They're good. They are good in the media. I will give credit. Um, I see Hawks winning by about 30.
I see. Yeah.
Ah,
I
North will
don't
keep it
know.
close to the first half, and then I reckon like
Yeah.
Hawks form will just
Yeah.
prevail.
Yeah.
Say about
I think you're
their
right.
40.
I think Hawks by about 15 points. I think.
Brisbane Bombers or Brisbane and the finals chokers.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Look, I'm
sorry.
really only watching this game for Dyson Heppel, really, because
Mm.
obviously love that bloke, one of my favorite players ever. Fucking just love the way he goes about it. So hopefully we can send him off with a good win, but that is the furthest thing from what we are going to dish up at the Gabba. We're probably going to lose even worse than what it was against GWS last year. I'm getting that feeling. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and it's just like a 15-point loss. But yeah, I don't see any chance for us. But hopefully, we can keep it close-ish and put up a bit of a fight for one of the best players to ever don the sash, Dawson Apple. So yeah, it'll be good to see Apple get his send off.
Yeah, I think it could be a game again, end of season, nothing really to play for. Could be a game where Essendon just come out like guns blazing. But um after watching them last week, me and Dad were watching that on the couch and we were almost like laughing, like and I messaged my mate who's a Bombers fan. I'm like, do they actually want to go for the ball and like show a bit of heart and a bit of like will to play footy? And it was just like I
Touch,
don't even know what I was watching to be honest. Like,
touching on that, did any of you see the interview with Zach Merritt where like he's like it's come out and he just looks depressed as?
no, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Oh, you'll find on TikTok the bloke like he's getting asked questions and he just looks that depressed post game.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so bad.
And look, watching it, it really separated the players who really tried hard for that red sash and players who just don't deserve to be there. Like Andy McGrath, Zach Merritt, Durham, um, Caldwell, they're players that have a real crack. And then you got players like Harry Jones, like Nick Cox, like who just don't really deserve to be
Oh,
there.
He
Nick,
has been
Nick
baked the last
Cox,
month.
Yeah, I
man.
saw Kane Corns.
Kane Corns ripped on him.
Oh,
Holy.
Yeah, he
no,
baked
I
him.
agree with Kane Corns. Though. I've completely given up on him. There's a lot of players at Essendon that are just sort of like they're just there. Like they wouldn't be playing at any other club if they were at the club,
I
unless
was
they're playing
actually
for Richmond.
I was about to say that. I reckon there's a fair few placeholders in that Essendon footy team.
There is. There's a lot.
Like I
There
don't
is
see
always.
Harry Jones wouldn't get it going anyone else's lineup. Like no one's looking at Essendon and going, I want to trade for Harry Jones.
There's a lot of players at Essendon. There's Cox, Jones, Perkins, Wiedemann. Fucking trying to think of who else is on this list. Like Peter Wright. Peter Wright is no good.
Poor man's Harry Mackay.
Harry Mackay. Sorry, Ben Mackay and
Oh, Ben
Jake Stringer.
Mackay.
Drake, I fucking hate Jake Stringer. Jake Kelly as well is pissing me off. There's a lot of blokes in that team. I don't think they'd get a game anywhere else apart from Richmond.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty shit.
Yeah, it's a weird list. Like every weekend I see a post from AFL or Essendon VFL or Essendon AFL showing me James Sardis. Is that his name?
Oh, no, I love Elijah.
Elijah Sardis.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
stats, and they are crazy. They are
Yeah.
the kids you've got to be playing in
Oh,
those teams.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I saw a Facebook post about Essendon's VFL team on the weekend. Like Todd Goldstein had 7 disposals, 16 hitouts, and they were loving him. And then just randomly below him, Will Setterfield's had 30 and kicked like three. And I'm like, why is
Setterfield,
Setterfield? How is he
he's a
not
good
playing?
player. Yeah, he's a
I
good
don't know,
player,
man. I
Setterfield.
don't know. I don't know. We've got a
Oh,
lot of people holding places in this team, though. It's kind of
yeah,
like, look at all this right now. We don't have like that genuine, exciting small forward
yeah. You have
like your
Gresham, but
Brett
he
Daniels
doesn't
or
give
your
you
Charlie
enough.
Camerons. Like I think
Yeah,
that's why we like looked for Gresham, and Gresham has just not delivered on that. And I never
mm,
rated Jade Gresham. And then
yeah.
like the rest is like you know Langford and freaking what's his name, Nate Caddy, Guelphy. Like it's not a premiership forward line at all.
Yeah,
No,
here we
it's
go.
not.
It's a solid forward line, but it's not going to win you final or a premiership
No,
or
it's
anything
not.
like that.
It's
I
not.
found your VFL game from the weekend. Elijah had 41 posies, 19 contested, kicked 1 goal, one with 13 score involvements.
That's a
Will
joke.
And he probably won't play this week either. That's the laughable bit.
Will Setterfield, 27 posies, 11 contested posies, 5 tackles, 9 score involvements, 1 goal. Nick Hind, 32 disposals, 9 rebound 50s, 6 score involvements.
See, Nick Hines, another one who I don't think deserves to play ones. Maybe he's a sub because of his speed, and I think he gives us an that like pace. But I think I don't know. He's a bit in between for me.
He's a 50-50. Like when he's on,
Yeah,
he's actually pretty good, but like
yeah,
most of the time, he's not
He's
really
good.
playing
Yeah,
good
he's
footy.
good, but his average is bad.
Yeah, I'd probably like him more for like sort of wet weather footy because he can get a lot more pace on the ball, and
yeah,
obviously he's a smaller player, so he'd be better to having those types of games. But I just reckon anywhere else, he's like, eh. Then
yeah.
also looking at Archie Perkins' stats from the Swans game, he only had 13 dozzies at 54% efficiency. So
Mm.
that's saying a lot about
Well,
him as well.
I think
It's just a problem with the list.
let's just cut this short and sweet. Essendon have had a very disappointing year. You brought in 3 big plays and nothing happened. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're looking at more players now. Apparently, LDU is like looking at a trade, and
It's all
What?
Essendon and
right.
St Kilda are in the running.
The thing is, you can't land him though because, like,
Can't land him. We're not gonna land him.
well, I mean, you'll land him because Darcy Parish is signing a 3-year contract at Geelong.
I'd say I don't think he's in the mid we need at all. I don't think Darcy Parish has an impact on a game like an
I
A
don't.
grade midfielder. I think he's a B plus. He can get his 30, but they're not impactful.
No, but he'll replace Dangerfield.
Yeah, but he's not a bull like that. If the Cats can get
Not a
LDU,
game
that would
changer.
be huge. Like
The
genuinely
Cats,
huge.
the Cats won't. LDU won't leave because North will offer him a 10-year
Yeah,
contract.
Yeah, I don't think
of
he
course.
will, to be honest.
Anyways,
I, let's
drop the
move on.
Essendon talk. They've had
Yeah.
enough issues.
Essendon talk behind 10 plus goal loss for the Dons.
Yeah. Swans Adelaide at the SCG.
Yeah. Sydney should win this. Surprisingly, Adelaide dropped Rochelle, but I actually think that that's a good thing because I don't rate Rochelle at all. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think this will just be a comfortable Sydney win, and I'll say they win by 36 points.
I think the same. Um, at the SCG, Swans. Hopefully the Crows can like ruffle their feathers a little bit, but
Mm.
probably before this Geelong game. But yeah, I don't see Crows winning it all. So
Um,
Sydney win by 5 goals.
I actually rate Rochelle most of the time, so I'm not going to stand. I reckon he's a good prospect. He'll be good in 4 years. Um, yeah, Adelaide will lose. No Rankin. Dawson's been off. Laird's been off. Swans will get up by about 27. Very
Mm.
precise there.
Yeah, well, what's up with that?
I was just feeling 27.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just, oi, oi, good for you. Good for you, Mr. Falvey.
Thanks, mate.
No worries. All right.
Sunday footy, Bulldogs Giants at Mars. And no, not the planet, the stadium.
Who would think that?
Silly.
Um, anyways, I think this might be a big call. I think the Giants are the best team in the league and will win the flag this year.
Yeah, no, that's not a big call. That's accurate.
Really?
It's
Okay,
valid.
I'm glad.
Well, they're third Degs. It can't be that bad of a call. Like,
Yeah, but like first, you think first place would be best in the league, but like I just think they'll win the flag. To be honest, got a good team, well coached, good
But
players.
heartbreak from last year against Collingwood.
Yeah, I think they'll be hungry. I think they'll be pretty hungry. I think they got robbed last year. Just fuck the Pies. But yeah, I think I see them winning this. I don't know why. I guess maybe home ground advantage, but I don't know why it's so heavily in favor of the Bulldogs on Sportsbet. But look, the Giants, good team. I've got a favorite player, Darcy Jones. Oh my goodness, love watching that kid play. But yeah, I think they're really well coached, good team, flag favourites, winning by a goal.
Yeah, I've actually gone with GWS as well. Yeah, obviously the Dogs obviously smashed North Melbourne last week, but that's North Melbourne, so you can't really say too much about that performance. Giants been in better form, I think, even though the Dogs have beaten three pretty good teams in the last in that little stretch. I think it was Sydney, Geelong, and somebody else. I can't remember, but yeah, I don't think the Dogs are going to win this. I think GWS can win anywhere, anytime, and I reckon they'll get up. They'll win by a point in a really close game.
keeping this short and sweet. The Dogs won last week. They'll lose this week. They are the most inconsistent team in this comp, and that's why they won't go far in finals. Jesse Hogan is not statistically, in my opinion, the best forward in the comp right now.
Yeah.
And with that, the Giants will win by 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
think I've got some liking from GWS is Brett Daniels machine. That
Yeah,
bloke.
good call. I just saw a photo of him. Great call.
Love the bloke. Absolute jet.
Where what just before we go again, where does he rank? Is he the best small forward in the league? Or is
Okay,
he
so
yeah.
he
I
probably
think
is.
I think he's up there. I haven't watched him play
Who's this,
enough. I
sorry?
haven't watched Brent Daniels.
Um, I'm just trying to think of small forwards across the comp. Are
Well,
we
I've got
classif
Stengel in my head. I've got
are we classifying Heaney as a small forward?
nah. I don't think so.
Or
I
because
think
he played
he's a general forward.
I don't mind Will Hayward from Sydney. I don't mind him.
Yeah, I think he's a bit taller as well.
Yeah, I'd say he's
he's probably
probably a
top
medium.
three. I don't yeah, but he's definitely top three.
Yeah.
Move on to the next game. Carlton St Kilda 3:20 at Marvel Stadium.
Oh, Saints. Back in
Come on, the
business.
Saints. I hate the Blues with a
Um,
passion.
So do I.
I
Yeah,
actually
we've
hate
been
the car.
bagging the Saints all year, but now they've come out and actually played some pretty good footy. So fucking go the Saints. Hope they win by 10 goals and hope Carlton finals because I hate the Blues.
Yeah, I hope Carlton lose. I hate the Blues. I actually just hate the Blues. All right, enough said. We all hate the Blues. They'll lose by 10 goals this week. Sweet.
Losing
Flaggers,
by they are
flaggers.
St Kilda are the Grinch of the competition and are gonna be Carlton by 1 point just to make it rub
Yeah.
Still the
salt in the wound
finals.
more.
Max King, go off the siren. Don't care if he's still injured.
He'll be not playing, so don't
Don't
know how
care.
he's
He'll
gonna do
he'll
that.
he'll find some catches and kick a goal.
Don't know how he's gonna do that.
Last game of the round, Port Freo.
Good
And
Really
game.
sort of game and the year, to be honest.
sorry, touching on Port, Dan Houston deserved that.
Prick. Weak prick.
I
Nah, it
hate
was fucking shit bum.
another team I
Shit.
hate, Port, and cop that Dan Houston. Apart from the fact that everyone's my super coach this week, get stuffed. Deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
I agree.
deserves it.
Uh, so
Um,
That's
I think
why I'm going with Fremantle by 10 goals because they don't have
10.
Houston in the back line. And I think Freo will be hungry to make finals. And when Carlton lose, it's going to make them even hungrier because they know they got something to play for. And they're going to win by 3 points and sneak into the finals. And Caleb Sarong is going to have a masterclass in the finals.
I like that. I think Fremantle can really shake up finals as well. As a Geelong supporter, I'm scared of ladder positions 5 to 8, just because I feel like they're also dangerous. Like if they come to play on their day, like, oh, fuck me.
as a Geelong supporter, I'm scared of teams in the top 17 because they could all come to play at any time.
Oh, you shut up. You're a prick.
I'm sorry, but if they get your argument's invalid, Dex. They're in the finals for a reason. Of course, they're gonna be playing good footy.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but like they're obviously there for a reason. Like,
You've just told me that the top 8 teams are good at footy and can beat Geelong. Well,
shut
yes.
up. No, I didn't say that. You make me sound like a vegetable. Oh yeah, they're good because they made the finals. Obviously they won enough games to play finals, but like you know what I mean. Like if Gold Coast come to play, like Geelong can still win that game. If
Yeah.
Essendon come to play, then it's tight. But like,
Anyways, I'm going Fremantle by about 70. I can't say 17 points. 20 points.
why can't you get to say 17?
Because I win by 3+ goals, so I set 20 points.
Okay,
That's fair enough.
Tracy Tracy will kick 5.
5.
5 goals for Tracy.
I think I kind of want Carlton to lose just so this Fremantle Port Adelaide games means a bit more. Um,
Yeah, that's the only reason I think Fremantle will play good this week is the fact they can still play finals because Carlton
yeah,
will lose.
yeah. But even if GWS, oh, maybe the percentage won't work, but if the Bulldogs lose, like they can still pop out. But I don't think that's right. But even if Hawthorn lose, which I wouldn't mind them gone just because they're playing such good footy at the moment. But
The most
I'd love to
exciting
see.
team of all that Hawks. I'm gonna
I
say
agree.
no.
I agree. But it would. I feel like it would be Hawthorn like to lose and just miss finals like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
yeah. But yeah, I would love to see Fremantle play finals. I think they've deserved a shot. Got a good team, well coached. Um,
Well, if Carlton is playing finals and Collingwood and Essendon are, I think that's bullshit. If Collingwood and
yeah,
Essendon aren't playing finals, Carlton aren't playing finals either.
yeah,
That's saying that much.
yeah. I
Anyways, that
like
Some
that.
reason
caps.
Carlton will probably go all the way to a fucking prelim if they make finals. Somehow they'll ask it,
Yeah.
like they did last year. Melbourne fumbled that game though.
Yeah,
Well, anyways, lads, we've successfully capped off the last round of the year. We did do
Moving on.
about 3 rounds pass by, but we'll do every final. I'm calling it. We'll do every final.
yeah.
We'll do
Well,
a
well, we've said this in the past that we'll do it, but we never do it.
Nah, we'll do every final. Finals footy's where we peak.
All right.
And we'll do for the people, we'll
Peak wicket
do a
train.
finals. We'll predict the finals as well on our Instagram and TikTok. We'll predict them.
Mm.
Find it.
So thank you everyone for joining. I know we all said we're back, but we weren't back. But nonetheless, We'll see you when we see you next. We hope you all enjoy. If you're playing finals in your local leagues, good luck, as we are.
Thanks, mate.
Nonetheless, enjoy your weekends, your week, your month, because who knows when we'll be back. And we'll see you all next time.